Hi, welcome to my crib. So this is the dorms at CSUN. So one of the things is that we have air conditioner. What? We didn't have air conditioner growing up. We had a fan, that's it. And if it got really cold, you got blankets on blankets. So this is such a blessing. Come on this way. Hi, my name is Damaris. And little fun fact, this is like probably the 20th video. And it's because it's really hard to get in front of the camera and really talk about you and your upbringing and what you hold dear to. So in this video, on the 25th try, I'm just gonna go for it. And I'm gonna say that I am a Latina and I'm gonna be talking about my family's upbringing. So my mom is Mexican and my dad is Guatemalan, and they both actually immigrated from their country to the United States in the 90s. And they met here, and they've told me their story of how they came here. My mom actually came here when she was young, so she grew up here since she was in high school. And my dad came a little bit later when he was grown up. But his story was crazy because he was on top of the train that connects from Guatemala to Mexico. And he actually fell off the train and he could have lost his leg, but he didn't. And he had to stay for Mexico for a year to save up more money in order to just go into the country. So they both had their shares of struggles and difficulties. So I remember growing up, I didn't take that lightly. I took that wow, they came here for me and my brother to have a better life. So I put all my effort and all my hard work into school. School is where I thrived. I mostly identify with my mom's side, which is Mexican, because my mom and dad divorced when I was 10. And I didn't really get to hang out with his family, but mostly I hanged out with my mom's family. And one thing that really stood out was that they were a collectivistic culture, which is that they really believed that family was over everything, that we have each other's back. I mean, that was so evident when my mom and my dad got divorced that my grandma took us in her house, and she let us stay there for at least a year rent free because we were trying to pick ourselves back up, and my mom was, and time again, I remember my grandma would give us, $1, $2 so we can eat something at school. I mean, yes, we had free lunch, up until high school, but that $1, $2, we would get Cheez-Its or hot Cheetos or something. And of course, that definitely brought some shame because I would see my friends, they would buy food, or they would buy more chips or more candy or whatever they would like, and I didn't have that luxury. Or they would go eat after high school and I wouldn't be able to go, or if I did go, I would just drink water. So this low socioeconomic status really did affect my life too. So two of the social groups that I really believe that really affected me in a positive and a negative way as well is my cultural identity, which is Mexican, Guatemalan, American, and my socioeconomic status, which was low growing up. And that's the reality of it. Harding, which is one of the scientists and theorists that we learn here at CSUN, he would say that I would have a strong objectivity, which means that I can relate more to the reality of the world because of my, first of all, ethnicity, that it's marginalized rather than it's the dominant group, which is white Americans. And because of my low socioeconomic status, I can see more that many of affluent families can't. I saw a lot of crime. In the neighborhood that I was in, there was this gang called 18th Street, and I really saw a lot of them, just gangs walking by our street, heard gunshots. I even saw, and another positive effect of the low socioeconomic status that I grew up in is that I got to see how hard you actually have to work for money, that it doesn't just come for free. I am using all the tools that they offer here at college and just other ways to find a financial advisor so that I can learn the things that I didn't learn as a child, which is to save, to invest, and so on and so forth. But I hope you all learn something from me and my family's upbringing, and maybe you can relate too. Bye.